Conclusion. A muscle spasm can last for a long time because the muscle spasm and the nervous system feed on each other. As long as they feed on each other, a muscle spasm can last for years. This is the reason people tend to have chronic pain. The longer the muscles in spasm, the worse the symptoms are. The more releases you do, the more effective relief you get because the effect of this technique is cumulative. For more information, refer to my book, Back Pain Relief in 90 Seconds, available on Amazon or iTunes. To really be successful with this technique, you need to start by learning and practicing one release at a time. Start with the first chapter, learn it, and practice it. Once you feel comfortable and get the idea of how to find the spasm, how to find the correct positional release, you can move on to the next chapter. Take your time to learn each release before continuing on to the next one. Each release chapter builds on the previous release. With this technique, always start with the releases in the front of the body, then the side, and then the back. There is a logic behind the order of the technique in my book. We start with the muscles in the front, the psoas, because this muscle is the source of most common lower back pain. I would suggest you use this technique at least twice a day. The more you do it, the better you will feel, because then you can simply supply the muscles with more oxygen, and it will accelerate the healing process. The more releases you know, the more effective this technique becomes. You can also use this technique for prevention. You don't have to wait for the pain. Keep looking for the tender points and get rid of them before they cause pain. In the beginning, it might seem confusing, but the more you do it, the more you become attuned to your body. You just have to be patient. Eventually, your nervous system will recognize the correct positional release, and your finger will get more and more sensitive to helping you find the spasm and the correct positional release. You will learn to trust the information from your fingers. The whole idea is to listen to your fingers. You are looking for the information from the muscles. Is the muscle more tender, less tender, softer, or harder? These are the indications to help you to be successful with this technique. It is important that you do these releases in order, in the sequence presented here and in my book, to reset the nervous system. The more releases you are familiar with, the more effective they will become. The more muscles you learn to release, you will be able to relieve the pressure on the blood vessels and improve circulation. We have about 60,000 miles of blood vessels in our body. You need to be patient with the process. Eventually, you will change the ratio between the oxygen and the lactic acid in the muscle, which will reduce your level of pain. The more oxygen in your muscles, the less pain you will feel. I hope you find this technique helpful, and I encourage you to practice it over and over again. The more you practice, the bigger the impact, the better the results. You will feel less pain. After all, that's the goal.